It's pronounced pretty cute, not pretty cute. Like, subscribe, and comment. Hi guys, it's me Nejwa, back again with another video. Doing something different this time though. I think it's called a mukbang or mukbang. I'm not sure.
Mukbang.
Yeah, and we're doing that today. I'm here with my boyfriend Jake. Love him.
Love her.
So yeah, we're gonna do that together. And I'm gonna show you the box because I knew I would forget if I didn't. These green curry shrimp pot stickers. Yeah. So this is them too. I have them right here on the plate. They look great.
That's soy sauce.
Yes, I mixed some ponzu sauce and some soy sauce in there. And if you guys are wondering what ponzu sauce is, you could always comment below.
1 fork.
Yeah, 1 fork.
And
Or you could just use your fingers, you know.
But we make out, so it's
right
like not a big deal for us to be sharing a fork.
He's so cute.
We love each other.
Love him.
You love him?
Yeah, he's so cute. Look at him wanting attention.
Come on, you. Come on, you. He's fighting.
He's a chunky baby.
He's that shutter move. Hey, give it a thumbs up if he looks like Godzilla. Comment if he doesn't.
My dog's in here too. No, you don't get none, babe. No. Okay, let's get started, guys.
Wait, the Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, and then I have some
Homemade Kool-Aid, and it's super good.
All right, let's do this. Yeah, you can go first. Here, you could just take the cup because it'll drip. 1 bite, okay. Ooh.
What's in it?
Shrimp and green curry.
Is he getting into stuff? Look at Nico pulling the box down.
He's so silly. He's a cat, so he probably smells the shrimp in it.
Yeah. I mean, this cat is crazy, though. He's brave. He has no fear.
Exactly. He's adventurous.
He just would walk into a burning building and, like, walk like it's not even on fire and then just find out what's going on. And he's a wild cat. So brave.
Yeah,
we got a pit bull, and the cat, every time he gets near the cat, the dog chews all over the cat, but the cat every time walks straight up to him. No fear. Just Nico, he's a little butthole. Did you eat too?
Mm-hmm. These are gum.
Mm-hmm. Probably have to use my hand for this.
It's ripped a little, that's why.
Mm-hmm. Remember that time when we took John?
You're back. You're so cute.
Remember that one time we took John down to his military base and he
oh yeah,
ruined my car?
Yeah, that was crappy. So, you want to tell a story, or you want me to?
Both of us.
Okay, so
look,
basically his
we
car...
live in Cincinnati, Ohio, right? The map is Ohio, underneath it is Kentucky, and underneath that is Tennessee. My boy, kind of.
At the time, your boy, not anymore.
Yeah, he showed his true colors, but at the time, he was in the military. This guy's had 2 Article 15, so don't think that I'm dissing some soldier or none. This is just some stupid stuff. But anyways, he comes up to Cincinnati from his base, which is at the top of Tennessee, bottom of Kentucky. What is it, Camp Campbell? I think, is that what it is? I don't know.
It was like 4 hours away.
Fort Campbell. But anyways, he has me come pick him up.
Dripping.
And take him to Cincinnati. So I was nice, I did it. 4-hour drive down, 4-hour drive back. He hangs out there, he kind of ditches me the whole time. Then he asked me for a ride back. I said, sure, I'll give you a ride back. Because I already was planning on it.
You're a good friend.
Good friend. This guy, what did he do the whole ride? How was he acting?
Quiet, or was like jamming to music.
Yeah.
And didn't really seem like that good of a friend.
Just being shitty, for real.
Yeah.
We get down there to the military
base.
base.
Not to mention, He begs you so bad for him to come hang out with you, and then doesn't even hang out with you and just has you drive him everywhere.
Yeah, he made me his chauffeur.
Yeah, wasn't very nice.
So I'm taking him back. He's getting deployed. He went to like Syria or something. Oh, he went to Jordan. Just honorable, but character shady. So, anyways,
probably won't be in the military for long.
Yeah, he's about ready to get kicked out.
Sad to say.
Anyways, I drive him back down to his base, and when we get to the base, you know, they have the security check-in, so everyone's got to get out of the car. They look in it, and then they let you go. Well, at the time, I have a Scion TC, so you know it's a hatchback. So when you open the trunk, it opens up like half the car. Well, the shocks that hold my trunk open were broke. They were just weak because I needed to change them. So when I lift open my trunk, it falls right back down. So as a solution, what I do is I stuck a little piece of board in between where it opens, so it would like be wedged, so you know the trunk would stay open. They search my car, and then we get back in. Well, my dumb friend comes up to my trunk and he tries to force it closed,
knowing that that's in there. He knew. You told him that it was there.
A board wedged
and he
in
forgot,
between my trunk. He broke my whole trunk. A $2,000 trunk. How do you break the trunk of a car?
And then when it happens too, you don't even like.
Oh, my bad. And then he doesn't even. So we take him back to his base. It's like room or whatever. He gets out, and he says, "I'll see you later," and he shakes my hand, and he walks away.
I feel like a good friend
knowing that my
wouldn't
trunk
have
is
done that.
broke.
I feel like a good friend would have been more sincere, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I broke your trunk. I completely forgot that was there. Can I help you fix it? Like, you want me to help you pay for a little bit of something, like, you know?"
Didn't even do that.
But didn't even offer. Didn't even act that like he felt that bad about it.
I mean, I knew he was getting deployed, so I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and try to make everything hard on you.
Cute. I'm going to.
Good guy.
Oh, you took the one I was gonna eat, but it's all good.
Here, you can have it.
It's okay. Just eat it. You touched it.
All right.
I'm gonna take a picture of them.
So that's just the first part of the nightmare. So we leave on our way back up to Cincinnati. Tell them what happened on the way up.
Oh my god, that was just the cutest picture ever of them.
Show them.
Look, hopefully you guys can see this. Oh, they look so cute.
Yeah.
They're just chilling and looking up at us.
He's so brave.
I know. He's like a cat that was supposed to be a dog.
Tell him what happened on the way up with my tire.
Oh, yeah. And then his tire, you dented your rim. I think that was the day you dented your rim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On his way to go drop his friend off, which he also didn't even offer to help.
I went over a pothole.
Yeah. His friends were like, "Whoa, man, watch your driving." Like, dude, it's a pothole in the ground.
In the middle of the
driving.
highway.
So.
Ran over a pothole and put a dent in my rim. Yeah. Nothing you can do, just keep driving.
Pretty crappy day. Pretty crappy weekend.
So we get down there, he breaks my trunk. On the way up, we're about an hour away from Cincinnati. Hour away from home. Tire blows.
No.
I had to pull over.
That was horrible.
Didn't have phone service. I was 8 miles to the nearest exit. John, once again, my friend, went in my trunk and he took the lug nut and the thing that jacks my car up. So all I had was a spare tire but no way to put it on. So I couldn't do that.
Why did he take that? Did he even ask to borrow that?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
So we sit there on the side of the highway, not knowing what to do. No phone service, no help. It's the middle of the night, like 5 in the morning. Middle of the night type of thing.
Get down, kitty.
Thank God a cop drives by, he pulls over, and he lets me use his phone, and I was able to call somebody to get me a tow truck.
But we still were there all night.
All night.
I remember, didn't I fall asleep?
Yep.
I fell asleep and woke up and we were still there, and it was like 6 in the morning.
And I had just met her, so I was so embarrassed, like, dang, I don't have, like, this is embarrassing, because I don't want her to feel like she got to be stuck in these type of situations with me. It really sucked.
It's okay, baby. I'm very understanding. You knew I didn't blame that on you.
I loved her so much. I still do.
Freaking love.
She's my world. She's
Where's
my
the
world.
love now?
I love her so much.
I'm kidding. I know you love me.
I was pissed.
Hope you too.
Next day I had to go spend $80 on a rim. Or a tire.
And he gave you no money to fix your rim or
Nothing.
tire or the trunk. Literally nothing. Don't even say
Scion
sorry.
TCs got 300. Their rims, each one, $360. Trunk, $2,225. Tires, over $100.
Bro, stop biting him.
So I had to go fix all that. Pissed as hell.
That was messed up. Very messed up.
Ruined my car in one night trying to be nice. Thing is, you can't always be nice to people if they're like that.
That's the lesson of this story.
Yeah. Certain people you just...
If you end up having a situation like that with your friend where they've caused you a whole bunch of problems, they don't even want to say sorry or offer to help or acknowledge that, you know, it's their fault in the first place, and you're so nice you don't even say nothing to them, and they still don't, you should not be their friend anymore. Or at least address the situation, and if it doesn't feel like it's been resolved, I wouldn't be their friend anymore.
Yeah, you're too valuable to be hanging out with people like that. Everyone is. There's just people that... What I should have done is when he was in town, having me drive him around and making me play chauffeur for him, I should have confronted him about that. And then if he wouldn't have apologized and started acting right, then that's the end of it. But if he wouldn't have, then I would have said, look, here's the deal. You're either going to get out of my car or you're going to start paying me to do all this stuff. And that's what I should have done. But I was just being nice because I knew he was going to Jordan. There's a good chance he could have got killed because it's a war.
Yeah.
It's just a bad situation. You hang with people like that, you're going to get into situations. I mean, she could have been very not understanding at all, and I would have lost her over that.
Yeah, you would have messed up car, lost your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
Like, because she didn't even really want to go down with me at first. She's like, babe, I want to do a road trip, but you're just going to be driving. I'm just going to be sitting in a car. Like, no, please come.
Yeah, he talked me into it.
Mm-hmm.
I had went straight after I got off work, too, so, like, I really didn't want to go.
That is true. This is when we dented dented the rim. Pothole.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And this guy stolen from me. Stolen a basketball from me. Stolen $20 out of my car before.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still his friend if he did all that.
I'm not. But
no, I mean at the time.
Yeah, I know.
That he did all that and you
forgiving.
still were his friend driving him around and stuff. I was surprised.
Jesus says forgive, but sometimes you gotta...
Certain situations you can't, like, even with me, I kind of have a story, but, like, it's a bad story, sad story.
Forgive, but it's insane to do the same thing over and over again. So
Exactly.
Forgive and, like, it's cool. You can just come
Like,
do you.
I'll make my story pretty short. Basically, I was taken advantage of by a guy who was who had went to high school with my best friend. They reconnected because he liked me, so that's why they even started talking
This is before
again.
I met him.
Yeah, before I met him, obviously. And it sucks, though, because it was right before I met you, so it caused a little bit of issues in the beginning of our relationship.
2 months. Go ahead, tell the whole story.
The whole story is a long story.
You want to tell the ending when she
just
told me
tell,
about
like,
it? I went to her.
I'll just tell, like, a little bit of the beginning. So, basically, I meet this guy at a bar. I'm like, oh, that guy's kind of, like, okay looking, you know? And my friend's like, oh, I know him. And I'm like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, that's so cool. You think that maybe you guys date. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I just said he's, like, okay looking. Like, we'll get to, you know, we'll meet him. We'll see. Meet him. Then the next day, turns out, I found out he likes me. After a week, he asked me out. I said, no, I'm sorry. I'm not ready for a relationship, especially with someone I don't know. Maybe we get to know each other. He gives me one more week, asked me again. I said, okay, I know we've been hanging out a lot this past week, but, like, I still really don't know you that well, so no.
Hey, before she goes any farther, I was dating her right away. Because I'm a man. She said, I want to be friends. I said, I don't do friend zones.
Well, because I tried to... Okay, you don't understand. I just had went through that situation.
I know.
Of course I wanted to be your friend. That's why I don't know. It was like a
worked out
test, but you failed it, technically.
Oh.
Technically, you failed it.
Hey, girls will test you. If you're a guy, know that. Girls will test you.
Yeah, that's true. We need to. This world today is not a good world we live in. Sad to say.
We're going to fix it, though. I'm telling you. I'm going to fix it. That's my life mission.
Yes. We gotta bring more positivity in this world.
Look,
help each other out.
This is what I want to do. Oh, yeah. Just let her talk.
Yeah, oh wait, you're about to start talking. Well, you could tell them right after. That's why I said I didn't want to go too much into detail about this. But basically, I tell the guy no 2 times that I don't want to date him, that we could be friends, and then maybe later I'll date him because I find him a little bit attractive, like a little bit. Like maybe, I was thinking maybe his personality would really make me like him eventually. But I didn't get to know him because after knowing him for 2.5 weeks, I ended up getting invited to this Halloween party.
Swirl,
My best
cut it out.
friend I asked her, I thought I was going to go with her, and she's like, no, you can't because I'm going straight after work, so you're out of the way. And I was like, dang, well, how am I going to get there? What do I do? And she's like, excuse me, guys, I had to burp. She's like, well, why don't you ask Damien? He really likes you, and you guys should get to know each other more, like you said, and he could take you. And I was like, I guess that's a good idea. I was like, sure. And then I asked him. He said yes right away. We went that weekend, and literally it was such bullcrap because he knew I wasn't his girlfriend. He knew I didn't like him. Or like that, okay. He thought I liked him, but I'm so nice that I didn't want to like tell him right away that I don't really like him. But anyways, so we should have been friends, and I don't know. I don't think I really got this drunk. I really feel like I was roofied.
No, we know what happened. Her friends, like John, friend, was cool with this dude, and they helped him get some from her by putting stuff in her drink.
That had to have been
they were
what it
whores.
was.
And they like that. They honor that.
And this is why I believe what he's saying. Because at first I didn't think that because she was my best friend. And I didn't think she would do something like that. But this is where I think that she did. So supposedly that night I kissed 3 guys. I'm not like that at all. I've only ever been in one relationship before him. And it was 5 years.
She's not a whore.
Literally, I was over here like, what the hell? You're my best friend. You know about my past and how I am with relationships and my personality. If you see I'm kissing people, why wouldn't you stop me and pull me into a room separately and make me like drink water or something? You know, just take care of me. So she doesn't do that. Instead, she goes and grabs me and sees that Damien, the guy who was with me, was about to see it and get upset again. Like, who cares if he's upset? Not my boyfriend. And you shouldn't try to cover it up by making out with me yourself, thinking that's going to make it any better. That's weird as hell. Like, I just feel like she did have a part in what happened to me, and she used it also to take advantage of me herself, because I think she's bisexual now, and I don't know, maybe she always was and really wanted to try something with me. It was weird.
Ooh, they playing with Satan.
Yeah, so she made out with me to save me from having Damien be mad. I don't care. Like, I wanted you to be a good friend to me.
Alright, go. Tell the rest.
So basically, yeah, that all happens. And then let me skip all the other stuff that happens because I don't really remember anything. It doesn't matter.
She blacked out.
I blacked out, yeah, and woke up at the end of everything like, what the hell? And just really was demanding to go home. And then again, my friend's like, oh, I can't take you. I'm too drunk to go home. And I'm like, what the F? So the guy had to take me home. Which I think if he was also too drunk to know what he did was wrong, like, what the fuck?
Did you even tell him what he did? He pulled her in a tent while she was unconscious.
Yeah.
And you know what happened.
Yeah, I don't want. That's why I said I don't want to go too much
the
into this.
rated R word.
Yeah, so basically...
The big one. Something that if you go to jail, you're going to get fucked up for.
So yeah, that happened. And he's just like, I was drunk too, I thought it was okay. And I'm like, no, it's clearly not if I'm not even aware of what's happening. So basically it drove me home, which makes me also believe this was all set up, because how are you safe enough to drive us home from Kentucky back to Cincinnati? Like, and I was, at that point, I was fully up and aware, like, because I had to be after that, like, how he was driving. And he was driving fine. So anyways, end of story. After all that happens, I break down crying to my friends, tell them everything that happened. This is before I knew him. And they just brainwash me, basically, and make me really think it's my fault. Like, oh, well, you know, you were hanging out with him a lot, so maybe he thought you wanted that. That doesn't mean crap. And, like, anybody should know you never do stuff with a girl when she's, like, drinking.
But they ended up being able to brainwash her. And then 2 months later, she met me. About a month after we were dating.
Because in situations
First
like
off,
that...
I never even liked her friends.
Hold on. I feel like everybody,
but I put up with them.
I feel like everybody, though, in situations like that, they just don't know what to do. They're afraid. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know if they should call the cops. They don't know what happened because they blacked out or were drugged, or they just don't remember. They don't know what to do. And that's how I really felt like I just didn't know what to do. And then having people, the closest people to me at the time, tell me, oh, yeah, you're both wrong. You need to forget about it so we can all still be friends. Like, so, end of story. I still gave him a chance. not him. Well, all of them actually. I gave them all the chance.
They all wanted to keep the friend circle
Yep.
alive, so they made her be okay with what happened.
And they made me think that it was okay to date him too. So then I was like, all right, well, I guess I don't want to be like known as a rape victim, so let me try to date this person.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cheats on me. So then I was like, up, F you. And that was after 1 week in the first week of dating him.
All right, now skip to when you met me.
So yeah, then I skipped to when I meet Jake. This shit's still all going on.
I made her friends. I'm like, what the fuck?
I stopped talking
These
to
are
the guy,
weirdest.
obviously. Like, I cut him the fuck off. I was like, you need to stay away.
These people
But the girls were
weird.
still friends with him. My friends, my closest friends, were still friends with the fucking asshole that did that shit.
All right, skip to when you met me.
Yes, I am. I'm in the part of where I met you. So
Oh.
basically, I tell him this after dating him for a couple of weeks. Because, after the first month, basically. So I want him to know if I ever act weird or anything when I'm, like, you know, with my friends. And if they invite him and his ugly ass shows up. So, literally, I tell him and he flips out and he wants to go beat his ass and ask me where he lives and all that. And I really didn't want to tell you where he lived. So we tried to call him. He wouldn't even answer the phone. I was like, well, guess we have to show up to where he lives now. But I made him promise not to beat him up. Hopefully you were keeping the promise and you were going to do it. But we don't know.
I was
going to
provoke him so I would have a reason. But yeah.
Apparently he was at work. Anyways.
I was going to fight him, his brother, and his friend all at the same
So then
time.
my friends
I'm
find out.
6'1", I can fight.
Hold on. Then my friends find out because he lives with like a roommate at like a house or whatever. And why would you tell your boyfriend where he works? This stuff happened a month and a half ago or 2 months ago or however 2 months ago, I think. Yeah. I'm like, it still affects me emotionally and I want to tell my boyfriend what went wrong, like, so he doesn't think I'm just weird and acting weird for no reason. Like, you know, that's what real couples do. They tell each other stuff that, like, problems and they fix them and whatever. So anyways, they got mad at me for that, said it was wrong of me, and I was like, no, you guys are all wrong. They're wrong. This whole situation's fucked up. They still didn't see it that way. So then it got to the point to where my baby made me realize I had to leave them as friends because they weren't. I kind of was seeing it a little bit myself beforehand, but not fully. So he helped me the rest of the way get rid of them because they were no good. So
they were going down.
I cut them off because they still wanted to be his friend. So I'm like, fine, you want to be his friend so much? You think he's so innocent? You have him and you lose me. Basically, that happened. They regretted it. They begged to be my friend again. I gave him a chance again. And then they invite me to a party that he's invited to. And I'm like, why the fuck would you think I want to go? And then they're like, oh, but his car's broke down. He might not show up. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. You still know he's going to that party, so why would I want to go? You're still not caring about my feelings. You say you're my best friend. You say you guys love me. Whatever. No, you don't. Literally, after all of this, I don't believe it anymore. So at that point, I cut them all off. And now they're nothing. And one day, they will realize how stupid they were.
Because she's going to be famous.
I hope.
Well... That's
yeah, but enough about negative stories. I don't really want to talk about negative stories anymore. Let's talk about better stories. I still got another one of these to eat.
Alright, so people want to know what my life purpose is. My life purpose is to help the youth, help everybody who is falling in a bad direction. I want to be able to show them a better way to life. Because if you look at the youth nowadays, I don't know where you guys live, but where I live, everybody's got guns. Everybody's killing,
everybody's
robbing,
fake. Stealing. Listen to our stories. It tells you right there. You can't find real friends in this world anymore. And maybe, but just not in this area.
I want to motivate people and give them the tools and skills that they need to be successful and be good, productive citizens of society. So if you know me from my other YouTube channel, The Motivational Shop, you know that I'm out there doing that all the time. I wrote a book. It's called Focus Over Fear. Where is it? Let me get that.
I have one in my bedroom.
All right, well.
If you want to get it.
Just
we'll show you guys another time.
Yeah.
But his book's really good.
Man. Like, you might say, where did you get the credibility to motivate people like that? You're not like that. Well, I used to be, actually. I have 12 felonies on my record. And, you know, I made some mistakes, and I know how it is to fall. I know how it is to have to, once you fall, and how to bring yourself back up, because I did that. And I'm a changed man. So, with that being said, I think I'm very good at giving advice. But, if you don't mind, I'm going to drink the rest of this.
No, don't drink all of it.
There you go. Her life purpose is to be beautiful, because she is.
You're cute. No, my life purpose is to also help people.
My life purpose
I hope one day
is
after
to
I
eat
achieve
this
my
cat,
fame,
eat
is
him,
to make our world
stick a
better.
stick through him, and just eat him. Well, first I gotta cook him, but yeah. Anyone want a cat? If you go to the Chinese restaurant down the street and get chicken fried rice, it ain't chicken.
Stop it.
It's his ass.
Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody take offense, please. Don't make jokes like that.
You're not gonna drink that soy sauce.
Yeah, huh? Watch.
Oh.
I only take sips.
Okay. All right. Well, excuse
I'm in the middle
me.
of a video. Hold on.
All right. Well, that's
Well, we're just gonna cut this video short now, cause
25 minutes short.
yeah, this is a long video. But yeah, we're gonna cut it short. Sorry that the first 2 stories were pretty sad and kind of boring because no one really likes sad stories. But we still love you guys. Thanks for watching this. Next time we do this, we'll try to be more positive. Happier stories.
Bye.
Bye.